You might think you're productive, but these subtle habits could be silently stealing your focus, your energy, and your joy. Let's expose them today. My name's Elyssa Smith. I'm a trauma informed executive coach, and this is part two of our New Year 4-part series, Set Up Your Year for Ease and Next Level Success. It all ties in to what your nervous system is doing underneath because it will sabotage you every time it doesn't feel safe to move forward. And you cannot get those goals for this year if that is the case. So even successful women can get really hijacked by habits that they don't even notice are happening. So I'm going to show you today 3 of those habits that you need to watch for that I see high achieving women every single day are being drained by these and have no idea. They just know they're overworked, overwhelmed, and overthinking everything. And so that's where we're going to start right now. Your nervous system, this is super important that you understand this piece, okay? So you have to understand that your nervous system is constantly scanning the horizon for threats. Even if you've already done nervous system regulation work, even if you've done inner child work, even if you've worked with me personally or another coach that helps you walk through how to heal these old thinking patterns, the negative self-talk, the work harder, be better, do more mindset. Even if you've worked on it, your nervous system is constantly looking for threats. Thank God for that. Okay. That's the reason you have survived this far. It is literally in charge of making sure you don't die, but it can't tell the difference between a threat that's like, there's a ping that goes off on your phone and there's a tiger chasing you. It thinks they're both the same, right? If you've ever seen there's like a viral meme that went around a while back that it says, if my nervous system ever figures out the difference between an email coming in or sending a hard email, something like that, and a tiger chasing me, I'm going to be unstoppable. That's what we're going for this year. We're setting this new year up for ease to feel like the thing that is safest for your body. But we're going to deal with things like rest in a different part of this series. But for today, I want you to stop these things that are draining your time, your energy, your joy. Okay. So if you were the good girl in childhood, if you were the good daughter, raise your hand. I'm raising 2 hands, 2 feet. I was the good daughter. If you were the responsible one, if you were the one that balanced everyone else, you're probably still the glue of a lot of your relationships. Okay. So if you were the good girl in childhood, not just high school, but in all of childhood, it keeps you stuck as an adult because your brain is constantly trying to think through other people's lenses all the time. It is trying to think, how do I maintain the value that I have as the good girl, as the responsible one? How do I maintain the value that I have as a high performer, as the one who is seen as perfect? How do I make sure I'm not making mistakes? Like it's seeing everything, little mistake, big mistake, doesn't matter. It's a life threat to your nervous system. So here are 3 habits that happen when your nervous system is constantly scanning and you might not even be catching them. So number 1 to watch for is constant small distractions. Hi. Exhibit A, I give you right here. Now, see, I also have it be purple and sparkly because that's my jam and it is a good self-care practice. However, if I have notifications on this thing, ooh, we are in a world of hurt. So if you are checking your phone a million times when you are sitting down to work, this is something that is going to absolutely drain the energy that was meant to accomplish the thing, right? So constant small distractions, having your phone next to you, leaving notifications on, not being in do not disturb mode when you actually really need to focus or you need to focus on yourself. I see a lot of high achieving women still taking phone calls and texts while they're doing self-care. And we can't do that because in order to perform higher, you have to settle into yourself more, and it requires more time to ourselves, more time to think, more uninterrupted time. So the distractions are a problem. Leaving your door open while you're working from home or while you're doing something for yourself so that other people are not respecting your boundaries of this is work time or this is self-care time. Having your watch or your Fitbit or having house tasks constantly, things that you're doing. So you need to make your time be purposeful for one purpose, if possible, whenever possible. Listen, I'm a mom. I work from home. I homeschool. Like we have lots going on. Okay. We have a lot of things that need our time and attention. But we need to be able to, as much as possible, clear away the small distractions that you can control so you have more focus for the bigger things. The second thing you need to watch for is mental loops. This is the overthinking piece. If you are constantly evaluating past things or worrying or planning, even just over planning for future things, your system thinks that by rehashing the past, it will avoid future catastrophe. It thinks that by over planning the future, it will avoid future catastrophe. And we learned that that worked for a long time, but what got you here will not get you there. If you are not taking mental breaks, you will have chaos that you carry with you. It will not allow you to expand to the place you're meant to be. The third thing I want you to watch for is overcompensating with busyness. I literally just heard one of my clients, I work with my one-to-one clients, they get Voxer access to me, which is a walkie-talkie app. Through voice note, we communicate. And she said to me, she said, I found out last week when I got sick that there is a lot of stuff that I would normally be obsessed with getting done, that when it didn't get done, it wasn't a big deal. And I was shocked. So if you are constantly making a lot of work for yourself, when really less would be okay, like less would be just as good, it doesn't actually notch up your overall performance to do that next level of work around it. I love Denise Duffield Thomas. She's amazing because she has this book called, and a podcast called Chillpreneur. And that will teach you, listen, you need to take the path of least resistance or you will not be sustainable in your life, in your business. So we need to stop feeling like we're lazy when we're not productive. We need to make sure that we are not getting our value from being busy. So that will absolutely steal your joy. It'll make you overwhelmed. It'll steal your energy. So here is your practice for today. Really quick practice, okay? And then I'm gonna give you a juicy tidbit for next week. Number one, identify your top energy drain. Is it distraction, mental loops and overthinking, or overcompensating with busyness? Just filling your schedule. And then take one step today, tiny step, whatever feels doable. If it feels overwhelming, that's not the step. Take one tiny step today to declutter that schedule or stop the mental loop or put away the distraction. And then do a pattern interrupt, play a song, do something crazy, stand up and jump, do a squat break, stand up and do some squats, do something that's different when you notice the pattern starting up again. And you will be able to eventually teach your system it's safe not to do the mental loops. It's safe not to be distracted. We don't have to scan for threats. We're in charge now. We're going to make it safe. These small changes are going to add up way faster than if you do like a New Year overhaul. One little change. One little pattern interrupt, one little noticing of your system. So next week in our video, part 3, I'm going to show you exactly how to reclaim your focus and your flow in a 5-minute practice. Even in your busiest weeks, this will fit right in. It's really simple. And for now, what I'd love for you to do for yourself is to grab my free PDF guide, 5 hacks to help your nervous system regulate throughout the day. You can do it at your desk, and it's ElyssaSmith.com/reset. And you'll be able to just grab that PDF. This is for any woman who wants to start feeling more calm and who wants to be in more ease and more productivity for the new year. Okay. So download the guide. I'll see you back here next week. We're going to do the 5-minute practice for focus and flow. Until then, take such good care of yourself.